Hello. I had tried to make multiple different videos before this one. This one was a lot further down the line, but it just straight up could not work. I tried to do a Final Fantasy 15 video. I tried to do a video on a lot of things, and I just had problem after problem. So, back to Transformers, I guess. Didn't really have a choice. So I'll be comparing the PS2 version slash Wii with the PS3 slash 360 slash PC version of the end of the forum. While I am comparing those, and technically I've only been using footage from the PS2 version and PC version. I tried to get RSP3 working for the DLC. Sadly I couldn't. And I tried to get Dolphin working for better graphics, but the controls are messy there, so sadly no DLC characters. And stuck to PS2 footage for the old version. But that's okay, I guess. So let's start with the PS3 version, slash 360, slash PC. I'll just refer to them as the main version and the last gen version, because of saying all the consoles at once is going to be annoying. So in this version, it's a third-person shooter where you just have missions and you'll put into this tiny little boxed area where you can move about and you do basic objectives like destroy that, protect that, destroy that number of enemies. The playable characters in this version is Optimus, Bumblebee, Ironhide Ratchet, Breakaway, Powered Up Optimus, Megatron Sideways Starscream, Longhorn Grindor, and in multiplayer there's Seeker and Protectobot, and there's also Megatron Flight, which is like a weird version of Megatron, but he controls like Powered Optimus. If you have the DLC, which is not on PC, only on 360 and PS3, you get Soundwave Sideswipe, Jazz, Aerial Bot, who was a multiplayer character before, G1 Starscream, and Sunstorm. G1 Starscream is technically a skin for Starscream, but it's a completely different model, completely different voice lines, completely different character, so it counts as its own thing. So this gameplay that I have in the background here, I think is quite important when I go to the other version, because it shows a big difference in how the other version actually manages to one-up this version, surprisingly. As you can see, this is, the gameplay is fun in this version, but the bosses are, I mean, as you can see, this isn't the most exciting stuff.
But the battle is not yet won. Decepticons!
So when it comes to the differences between the two the versions of the same version, 360 and PS3 I think are the same. I think PS3 can go up to 1080p. I don't know if the 360 version can. But besides that, they are the same. The PC version is the same, but it has no DLC, which is the same. When it comes to the PS2 and Wii version, the difference there is that the Wii version has motion controls, and I think slightly better graphics. And that's it really. When it comes to the PC port, it's kind of bad. capped at 30 FPS, 1080p max resolution, and no DLC. Very subpar PC version. There is a mod for high FPS, high frame rate, wait no that's the same thing, and high resolution, which you may or may not be able to tell depending on how this video gets edited. I'm using. Sadly no DLC, but it also does come with the benefit of higher LODs and draw distances. You can play the game in RSP3 if you have a monster PC, and I did have that working, so I know it works, but I just couldn't get it working this time. It has no DLC footage, but I must say the DLC is fun. The characters you get, though they're very limited in the levels you can play them in, they are very fun to play as. And another thing I should say with the playable character roster, the way this game handles this gameplay, they're all different. Their sounds, their guns, you know, obviously you can actually, well, spoiler alert, the other version you can't transform. So actually being able to have a car be a car, and a jet be a jet, and a helicopter be a helicopter, and a jetpack be a jetpack, also makes the characters more different. In the other version, well, there's one character you can play as, with spoiler alert, Jetfire, who's a DLC exclusive and a multiplayer exclusive. You can kind of mod him in, but he's not playable, but his animations are broken, his sound is broken, his ability doesn't work, his weapons are wrong because of... If you mod him in, Jetfire uses his NPC mode from the level where he helps you out. Well, he helps you out here. You know what, I'm just go play this. I was going to play the Devastator level to show you something, but I'll just play this first for the sake of showing Jetfire. And it's not the DLC version of him, so and he can't pick up people, which makes some levels unplayable. So it's a bit of a mess. And Jetfire is playable in the campaign of the other version. But all the characters feel the same, really, in that version. But I'll get to more of the gameplay in that when I get to that version. So you can see you can transform whenever you want in this version. The controls are a bit weird, you can't stop. You hold the button to transform, and you just move. And there's nowhere to stop. And you can try. To stop, but I don't hear it. I'm slamming like the R key and holding down my mouse button, so you can't really stop in this version, but you can transform at will. And the flying characters obviously fly and that. And Grindor controls mildly differently, being a helicopter and not a plane or jet. You know, I'll restart right away. So the gameplay in this one, it's simple, but it's fun. It has guns in this game are actually useful, unlike the 07 game. But it still has kind of an emphasis on melee combat, which the later games like 4 Cybertron became much more like most other modern shooters, where the melee button just exists for the sake of it. See if on breakaway you can, you know, go on oh no, that's good. You can barrel roll, you can also go on your side. And hover. Oh, so you... so... Yeah, in the other version you can transform, but only during select levels. And you can kind of fly, but again, it's only during those select levels. So the gameplay one is fun, but it's very simple. As you can see, the guns actually do something. And if I get up to this guy, you can see Mirai also doesn't do that. Mirai in this version also heavily encouraged. There's like some combo stuff you can do, like slams from your and everything. Like that. The game has a timer and you get a medal depending on the timer. Oh, battle beats. As you can see, most missions are just very basic, destroy rats. Some might finish, some protect that and kill many enemies. Now the main problem with this, now I am probably in the minority here because I hear so many people praise tie-in games for this. When I play a tie-in game, I play it to relive the movie and play through the movie events. But yeah, this game kind of sucks for that. It's the cutscenes are awful. When you complete a mission, you just get the in-game character models doing some stock animation saying, yes, you completed that level, very, very good, and or very bad depending on what you had. So, and the cutscene in the beginning of each level is like some weird, like nest mission debriefing, or some weird Decepticon debriefing, which is some like exactly what a stereotypical army briefing is, and for me that's just completely ugly, slathered in blue, or red, depending on what you're playing as for Decepticon. And that's another thing. This game has 2 campaigns. What about any Decepticon? I mean, we need the same levels, but unlike the first game, the Decepticon one isn't like a ooh bad ending. It's like it's really weird, and the final boss is the same. And these are the early version of the story where the Fallen betrays Megatron, and Megatron wants into the power of a Prime, the Megatron ride. So the other one tries to follow the story more, with it ends with Pat Optimus fighting the Fallen. That's really all it is. I am recording, right? I need to check. Okay, I am. But it's very basic. Like, all I really get from it, from all the times I play this game is... Now, I watched the movie multiple times too, so... If I try to put the movie aside and try to think of this game, I'm like... So... There's this... So... Devastator. You fight Devastator, then you... fight Fallen to stop him taking the sun, and... That's really all I can absorb from the story. And that's also me trying my best to ignore the fact that I know what the movie is and the events of the movie. I don't expect a one-to-one perfect story, I don't expect a good story, but I expect it to try. And it fails. So the real fun of this game is the gameplay. The gameplay is quite fun. And trying to get platinums in order level is fun. But the thing in this game I don't like is the levels do get... The gameplay is fun enough for me to not get bored of the gameplay, but it is repetitive. And the bosses kind of suck. Like you saw that the monster boss.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
And here's Starscream and Fallen. I don't want you to play this level, so Jetfire here. So we can't be doing this mission, and the more fun monument, that's the version that's used.
Careful he doesn't stab you in the back.
You should have stayed in the museum where you belong.
As you can see, it's part of his part of enemies. Like Megatron, funny enough, dies in seconds. Like if I didn't, like if I get this, I'm not even trying. And look at Megatron. Starscream is annoying. He flies around. Oh, I just died then. Yeah, if you die, you have to restart the mission. But as you can see, they're not that wrong, so it's okay. But as you can see, the bosses aren't really that great. And now this is going to be important when I talk about the other version. So if I go to Devastator quickly. So graphically, this game looks okay. I am using the mod for the higher LOD, higher draw distance, higher quality shadows, higher quality resolution, and higher FPS. Without them, it still looks okay. It's still okay looking, and as you can see, Power Optimus controls differently to the other ones. Again, very important. And now Devastator. Here. All it is him walking around in a square, and you just have to fight him by shooting, throwing blue stuff on his back, then throwing blue stuff on his legs, then throwing blue stuff on his arms, then his head, and that's it. He doesn't really do any proper attacks. If you just stay away from him, his vacuum cleaner attack is useless, and he fires 100 missiles at you, but you can easily survive them. And as you see, look, it's just me shooting. That's just all it is. As much as gameplay is fun, fighting the bosses just doesn't feel as nice as it should. And I should first mention that this game is made by a company called ROTF. They're gone now. As you can see, because attack pretty meaningless as you stand away from him. And once you defeat all the ones in his back, which I just did in a few seconds there, you wait for them to appear on his legs and arms and then head. Now when it gets on his arms, you do kind of have to get in front of him. And you can see, yeah, the missiles don't do much. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was an accident. I've played this game for a decade plus. I know what I'm doing. I'm just almost for fun, okay? Anyway, and best you just walk into him when he just walks into me and kills you. He's a pushover, really. I'm not trying too hard. I'm under pressure of the YouTube video, okay? And if I go to the final boss, which mind you, this boss is triple underwhelming if you play it as Megatron. So Megatron's ultimate attack is just a powerful gun and just a massive amount of damage. And this is even worse, really, this fallen boss. All it is he stands there, you shoot him while he stands there, he teleports to another side. Like there, now I'd go around to this side. When you shoot him, when you teleport away from it, and he doesn't really do anything, and you just shoot him. When he goes away and summons some henchmen, you shoot them, just normal enemies. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And if you play as Megatron, it's easier than Optimus. Like, and this is already kind of easy. The game does have a hard mode, but that's only for the DLC on consoles. And does it actually make the game harder? It just makes it harder to get the platinum. The trophies for the time, which is kind of worthless. See, he just disappears now, so as shoot these enemies, which is the same group of enemies you see for the entire game. Another problem there. Not too much enemy variety, but the gameplay is still fun. You got two guns, plus a special ability, which is different for every character. And Optimus and Megatron in their fight modes don't have it, but everyone else has a gun in their vehicle mode. And once you complete the level, you do a bonus side objective to replay the level as a select number of characters. And they all control quite nicely and all differently. And that's practically it. So, nice gameplay, but it can be boring and repetitive and bad boss fights. Incredibly poor retelling of the story. As you can see, I'm just repeating back. presentation for the cutscenes. And very poor version of the story. But you get to play as a good number of characters. Yeah, you can't replay the cutscenes, so I'll just edit them in after the fact. I'll show you a bit of Decepticon before I go on to the other version. So they've been using the same levels and everything. But they... See, there is some other missions being... The race mission. But... The game is a lot better than I'm making it out to be, but the game is just your standard tie-in game, really. It's fun, it's cool, but it could be so much better. I do want to say that I love the sounds Sideways makes. The oldie, I think it's ODR rated, isn't it? Yeah. I always wanted this car. And in a sense I still kind of do. But like not any of the new ones, no, I want this car, like the 2008 one. The new one looks ugly. Like that's like, I don't know if they make these sound in real life, I highly doubt it. And there's these little things that they just give you extra time for the medals. I do have a platinum in this game on console. And by I have a platinum in this game for console, I mean my brother does. I just stole it. And I always steal the credit for it. I always say I have a platinum for it, I really don't. And another elephant in the room is the multiplayer. Now, the other version being a last gen game, well last gen at the time, doesn't really have multiplayer. It has this weird,
You are in range. Quickly, destroy it before it sends its data.
this weird like local co-op suits up horde mode.
The Autobots
I'm not even for multiplayer. Now, if you're on Xbox 360, you are sadly unable to play multiplayer, but with a few tweaks, you can get fan servers up. Sadly, I can't really find any games, and it just causes me problems. But if you want to get it up, it's still a blast to play the multiplayer. And hey, look, these are the in-game cutscenes. Do you guess?
Decepticon should ever be accused of being gentle.
Gentle, my lord. We have destroyed our enemies.
Where is the hate? The fury? The vicious murders that tell the world we are Decepticons.
These don't really say much.
See your point.
I love the smell. I love the smell of spilled oil. It smells like victory.
And these really are just to say, you're awful at the game. Your model sucks. Oh, great job. You got platinum, really. And I'll show you some of the ones entered in afterwards. For the ones you get for when you start the missions. They're even worse. So I'll quickly just find your helicopter. And then go on to the other version. There is a few graphical glitches that you can probably see, where the way things sew up underneath transparent things. That is not the game's fault, that is me using Resade. I think not every mission is a copy and paste. Obviously you can't be finding Devastator here, so we're just making you fight this. I know we play a soundwave for this mission, but as I said, yeah, I can't get DLC working. So I can't get the game working period on the emulator. And you see, controls a bit differently when to the other. You can't go on your side for barrel roll, obviously, and he can actually stand still. Like the others. He's the only playable helicopter though, but it's nice they tried. Yeah. So on to the other version now. I actually lost my save data. So sadly I could only really use save data from the beginning of the game. So, yeah, sorry about that. But I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. So, come on, let's get this working. So, this is based on PCX2, and that's the way I recommend to play it, because the Wii version's motion controls, unless you actually get a nunchuck and that all working with a Wii bar and everything, you can't really play it properly. Now, you may think this being weaker hardware is a worse version. It actually isn't. I obviously have my biases, because I have nostalgia to the other version. That's the one I played. Played for years and years. But this one is quite fun. Being a 2009 game, you do have widescreen. It needs to be set in every time. You have widescreen and progressive scan, which is nice. The Wii version doesn't have that, so I assume it just has that on always.
Home. Ours was once a planet called Cybertron, until war brought its destruction and made exiles of us all.
You can see, the way this cutscene looks with this weird blue thing and everything, that's every single cutscene in the other version. The only difference is when it's a second playthrough, they're red. And that's only like that, and that's not right in this one, it's only like that because it's a reused cutscene from the beginning of the other one. So, this one is very different. This one is created by Chrome Studios, who also made the last gen version of Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which people say is better. So as you can already see, this one does have better cutscenes for one. So in this one, the playable characters are Optimus, Ironhide, Bumblebee, Sideways, Megatron, Pilot Optimus, Jetfire, Starscream, I think that's it. So really, the only character in this one that's not in the other one is Jetfire, and even then, Jetfire is playable in the other one, just DLC multiplayer only. And as I said before, they all feel the same in this one. Which is the same. But it is nice to play as Jetfire, I guess, in the campaign. Some way. So, this version of PS2 and Wii, they are the same besides the controls, and I think we may have good graphics. But using Dolphin in this game is not recommended really.
Massive destruction.
The graphics in this game is kind of bad. It's not good looking for PS2 standards or Wii standards, but it looks good enough. Obviously I'm playing at high resolution on the emulator.
Confirm sideways. Proceed to extraction point.
And the Wii looks way better, but it's not a good looking game anyway. So the gameplay wise of this one, how do I go to my mouse? There we go. Is you go through linear levels without being able to transform with a rapid fire gun and a charge gun with a option ability, a power ability, and a healing ability. All makes use of a secondary energy bar, and every character has the same rapid fire gun.
Alright, Prime.
Roger that,
And
Ironhide. I'll give it a try.
Powered up gun.
It's time to calibrate your sensors.
Affirmative,
Sadly,
Ironhide.
I was I said it's
Sensors
again.
calibrated.
as you can see, the game already
Decepticon
starts off.
scrapped. One step closer to peace.
Prime,
can
take a
see-
look at your HUD. The
I
top
can take damage, I can repair myself. And it also uses an optimal ability and a charge ability, like some tickle mine. So the other one, so this one only has one campaign, so we play both ones.
Decepticon down.
Which I like to have one more continuous campaign. We play both. And that's practically every character in this game. You got this gun, you got another gun, you got an empty bar. And that's practically it. You can't transform my best construct levels. And that's the same. So the other game I did not do the tutorial, sadly, I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. The other one starts with you in just a random part of the town. One might saying, do that to jump, do that to throw. So this one starts off far more obvious in the movie, right off the bat. Ultimate's jumping out of the plane. It's very funny to me in the movie though. He jumps off and Fusion's weight is on the ground. And in this one, he jumps from like
Another
outer space.
Decepticon pays
Like
the ultimate price.
how high is he? How high did that plane fly and fly? How long is he free falling for? But it's still a try, and that's the reason I like this game. Maybe I'm not going to one up them on gameplay, or the playable characters, or graphics, but they one up them on adapting the story. Now it's still a mess, it's still a earlier draft for the film, it's practically, take an earlier draft for the film, and take over to
Decepticon
it.
terminated.
Just like every time. I'm pretty sure this model was being used from the 07 game Rovers. And another thing that this game ones up the other version is music. Now most tracks are sad, but the other one has some really obnoxious, like dubstep sounding music. That's so loud, it gives me a headache, it makes me feel sick. Well, this version doesn't even use any of those tracks. Now, the main music, oh my goodness, main music. Also, this version has the unlock models and artwork. As you can see, I'm playing Iron right now, and you can't
I
transform,
detect more Decepticons.
and you just control the same.
system
As you can see, you got the second weapon,
Time for some
which you
talk.
can charge up. You can charge it up and fire the other weapon at the same time. Just to know. And you can see in this one, you go through many levels. See, it's still a focus.
Let's start off
On.
with a light attack.
I've only
Excellent, Ironhide.
Focus on guns and melee. This one has like a combo system in a way. No climbing in this one.
I've taken damage.
Using your environment to your...
like I always say, if you can
I always find
blast
it funny when games
jump
have
them.
characters so tutorials for you. Like it's just so weird, just have to say, use your environment to run and something. As you can see, very different gameplay. No little tiny open area to go through. Many levels without transforming or... And although I don't prefer the gameplay one, it's still fun and satisfying. And it does do bosses so much better.
Ironhide. See that inner...
Great. I could use a pick me up.
One thing to say, why I don't like the cutscenes in the other one, they both do a good job
The
of fleshing out
Decepticons are going to
characters.
block everything you throw at them. The only way to defeat them is to break through their shields with a shield bash move.
Okay, Optimus, whatever you say.
Bashing, my favorite hobby. Let's rumble.
The boss fights became a lot better and a lot more cinematic. And another thing about the music is the tracks that are said, they're a lot louder in this one than they are in the other one. And some of these tracks are being used. You can hear.
I don't have time to bleed.
I was must say that this one is also a lot harder. The other one's incredibly easy.
Get it on.
So as you can see, you actually can attack. Every character has them. The animation is different, but they're all practically the same. That's the only real way you see their vehicle modes.
Power-up mode consumes your energy.
So this is powered up mode. That's not powered up mode. That was wrong. So this is powered up mode. Every character has these. They're all practically the same. Same. So as I was saying, in Doctor Moon, the mix master fight in Doctor Moon makes use of the Morse's theme, which you'll be using shortly. Yeah. And opposite introduction, uses the opposite boss theme from this game. Nice callback.
In some areas, you can use structures to reach great heights.
I do not fail. Let's do this.
Yeah, so no matter how bad the other story is, the Brits of Cow voice lines are so good.
We cannot win the war with offense alone.
Defense?
There's also dodges here.
Get over here.
So you can say this one has more mechanics to it, and the Commanders one is fun. I do like it as well. As you can see, so much, maybe more power, but so much more cinematic and better cutscenes. Yeah. This isn't good. This is the first boss, so obviously it's not gonna be that good.
He's searching for something. You must stop him.
If I... This one you hear the music more. No matter what you do in the other one, the music really is just...
Ironhide.
You see, the previous track does play in the other version as well. It's just not as loud. Like see, it's the same kind of just thing as the Devastator fight in the other version. But it does it a lot better because it's the first boss. And then you go up here and you can do a little quick time event. Yes, this one does have quick time event. And you beat him up. So I just think this one does some things a lot better. You want to play through Revenge of the Fallen story? This version. And it does things a lot better in a lot of ways.
Demolisher bleeds brake fluid just like the rest.
And the game has some funny lines sometimes. Sideways at certain point says, I wonder if Bumblebee breeds honey, which is just so random, but I like it. In some characterizations, it's like, we'll cut it in half in a minute.
Demolisher is hurt. Anyone want to gloat?
So the story is quite different.
Mission accomplished. Demolisher has been neutralized. Ironhide out.
Here, it's more of... The story is very different. So here it's more comprehensible, but here the story is. So, the monster... So the Decepticons are obviously after something. The monster can stand by. The Decepticons are after an artifact, which you see down sideways.
I'm still sideways in quarters now.
Yeah, Bumblebee has the same weird voice as in the other version. So here we're already playing as Bumblebee. Now you can't choose a character to play as in this version. As you can see, it's practically the same thing. You got a power up move and your option move, everything's practically the same. But the gameplay is still fun. This one doesn't really have any race missions or projectiles. Destroy them. It does a few destroy that missions and most go through their roles, kill the enemies that get to the end of the level. So the basic game action game stuff. It does it well. There are collectibles everywhere and the gameplay is still quite fun, but I don't like it much the other version. And I guess you can say that there is more to it than the other version. So sorry if this one. This one's up to something. With the more so attackers tank high, and sideways man get away with an artifact. They have 6 attacks, and when this service is defeated, they find an 18 artifact, which is the start of an orc bar. And they wish to revive Megatron, and use the Star Harvester. So it's practically a lot more to it. A lot of people love saying, oh, it's better than the movie. I would say, yeah, probably. So there's one more to it than the other version. You can actually piece together bits and pieces, and actually say, yeah, that's kind of trying to adapt to the forward. Sideways gets more screen time with being the one to... Is that Megatron being at the bottom of the ocean? He's in a little facility in the ocean, run by Ness and the Autobots. And Sonic actually goes to Megatron. He does something. Oops. And instead of being a more square level, you get to explore a lot more of the levels. Like this, it's still very linear. I have played Spider multiple times over the years, but I have not played anywhere near as much as the other version. So I do have a bit of a bias, but I'm kind of missing unbiased here, and you can tell from my praise of this version. No, but yeah, so now what version is better? Well, I was saying the multiplayer in the other version is more than enough to say that one version is better. And for a quick experience, if you want to play through Rings of the Fallen, it's this version you want. If you want to play for the story of Rings of the Fallen, it's this version. If you want to play with all the characters from the film and have fun gameplay and fun multiplayer, it's the other version.
Their aim is improving.
Okay, who did that? No, cool.
I may have to find someone else's clips and hopefully play around we can use it online. I'm going to be able to complete this game again for the videos. My videos have been made enough by enough issues I'm running into and enough securities I've had. All the footage I've seen so far is between mine and
Let's do it right this time.
So the music in this game is your standard stuff, but there's some nice tracks. The main menu track just said, more versions, is really nice. The opposite boss fight music is really nice. The other boss music is pretty cool. See, the opposite core package is the same. Small, a circle, AoE, attack. The only 2 levels that are very different from this is a star screen level where you're flying about and you can transform at will and it's coming behind you. And a sideways chase level where you chase probably sideways, which is my favourite level in the game. Both versions are.
Form up on Bumblebee. I see them. Think they'll be so ready.
You see, there's some collectibles, there's some stuff to do. This version, it's not just A to B, A to B. In the water, places. Some bits do require you to kill everyone, but some parts you can just go past. This is my punishment for deleting my save data. Yeah, it's probably mentioned that was my fault, my save data is gone. For this version. So you can see, there's some, but I think the game is not aggravating enough to do in most sections, or 99% of sections, and that's fun enough gameplay that you don't really want to run past the enemies. Combat doesn't really change from here on out.
Alive. Check.
The only real parts of this game that are difficult is the boss fight against Megatron and the just Megatron really. Megatron boss fight is absolute nightmare. And unlike the other version, the hard mode is actually hard. Because there is no medals in this version. You're not ranked in time. The camera changes can make I was jumping everywhere, that was kind of my fault. As you can see, you can't really. I always wanted to. I wanted to play for the other, just in the other version. So in some ways, this version, and I always didn't like how the other version handled the cutscenes. So just having the dream come true in some ways for me. But still, it kind of just proves that hardware means nothing, which I think has already been proved yet again with such brilliant games like Gorham. And no matter what hardware you have, a cheap game will always be a cheap game. And this game probably has less bugs than the other version. But it shows that they tried to work around the fact they make it a vast-gen version for the movie tie-in game. Sorry about the cut. There. This is practically one of the two levels where you can transform, and it's probably the best level in the game. So you're in car mode, start off, and you can car mode.
Exit the city and proceed to the extraction point.
Like that. And it's things where we can transform at will, but it's auto scroll. It doesn't seem like the right word, but see, find Bumblebee. Also, first level where you play as Decepticon.
I wonder if Bumblebee bleeds honey.
It's still collectible and everything, but it's one of the few that you can. But it's still, it's a bit messy because it's moving and you can't really stop. But we don't transform at will, and it's still nice. Nice, and it kind of wish more levels are like this and not just this one and the Starscream one. But it's still fun. So, still got the nice car sounds. I don't know why I like it. So having one seamless campaign, technically I guess you can say makes the game shorter, but having two separate campaigns being two separate like universes. It's just weird, and I'd rather play both of them in one seamless experience. Like they all do what all Cyberpunk did, and they play one in the other. And not conflict in, but still one big campaign in a sense. I'm not gonna hate what they did in this game, in the 07 game. And I have seen a few comparisons to this in the 07 game. But I would like to say that they are different people. The 07 game was made by TT, Travis Tales, who made Lego games, Sonic R, Sonic Heroes, and neither of the versions of this game were made by TT, and none of them came back from another game. Like, after this, we got Timing Studios making their games. So not growing up on this game kind of works for me. Yeah, it's hard for me to talk about it at the same time. Works for its benefit. This is the kind of level I have wanted out of the other game for years.
And I'm angry.
I see him. Let me at him.
And you know, I was to find the best of both worlds, but that's not going to happen.
Quit it. I'm supposed to be hitting you. Quick, get to sideways. Don't wait until they clear.
Yeah, best level in the game.
Too slow, robot.
There's some flickering here, but no, I definitely had that last time
He escaped with
in
whatever they
Dolphin,
were
but
after.
you have it here on PC too, sadly.
They seem to be one step
Yeah,
ahead of us.
if you're not using the newest version of newest beta build of PCX2, you cannot play this game. In software mode, it looks like a mod, and it plays with low FPS, and in hardware mode, I can say some cutscenes in this game are kind of like this, but it's okay. That's just any proper cutscene. That's maybe sound waves. Satellite vision thing, which makes sense. As I was saying, unless you're using the newest builds of PCX2, see these cutscenes, so much better than the other version.
Additionally, my mission to the museum was an unparalleled success, my master. I discovered this ancient trading site inside the museum.
So, if you plan to play this game and you don't have a real PS2 or Wii, you have to use the newest version of PCX2. And if you want the best experience, that will probably be it for the higher resolution and that. Dolphin, it does look so much nicer on Dolphin. But unless you have a Dolphin motion bar and all the rechucks and that set up, which I just don't know how to do. Like, I don't even think you can use your Wii one, you gotta buy one specifically for it. It's not worth it, and even then you're stuck in mouse controls.
Whatever for your lordship.
You can get it binded to your keyboard and mouse, which I did manage to do, but some keys, but you have to remember a lot of things. I keep remembering, like, oh, what is sake? Oh, yes, sake is spamming J and K in that order, and yeah, it's just easy for the newest one of PC2, but it's not perfect.
Soundwave. Command Rerun and Ravage to retrieve the Allspark shard.
So, I really would not say any version is better than the other. And Havik is right now. Havik's fast. See, you can transform and see anything behind you.
Commencing transmission. Start.
Attempt?
Yeah, trying to do this, going sideways thing,
Connection confirmed.
is a pain if you're playing the game on a keyboard and mouse on Dolphin. game has no cross control option, no GameCube control option. It's force motion control. Again, it's another good level. It's different from the others. You can fly about, but again, it is kind of order scrolling in a sense. And you have to transform and fight the enemies behind you.
Trap on me?
Operating velocity analysis. I defy anyone to do better.
I'm not going to be playing for the whole game here. I'm just going to skip to some footage from Optimus's and Division's fight. After this level's done. Still collectible as you can see. There's some missions here, but yeah. See, this is... So here, there's explosion generators. Besides that, most missions are just I'm fine with that. It works a lot better here. The gameplay is still fun. The moment boss fights make up for it, I think. And the fact that it's every time it's
You're not allowed to shoot back.
Near the end of the game. I think I saw enough for those levels to give you a good idea of what it's like. So, I couldn't get to that part in the game. I don't think I can get there in time. I lost my save data. So let's watch me talk over old footage of me playing the game. This is from an older video I made. So, the quality's gone down. Sorry about that. So, this is the ultimate boss fight of what way to win the game. And, well, it's still quite basic. They make it more fun. So you must first attack all these pillars to kill the other enemies. The music playing is nice. You first have to defeat Optimus. There's this razor coming through and you can get caught in the razor. But you have to get him caught in the razor multiple times to get his drone destroyed. And then you have to beat him up and the really cool music playing in the background. So he gets healed by his drone, so get him caught in the razor, destroy the drone and destroy him. And it's a fun fight. And more fun than any of the boss fights in the other version. As you can see, I'm pretty bad here. Here, but I'm trying. Here. There we see, gotta get him caught in the thing to get his drone destroyed so he can stop using his shield and here and do it multiple times. And it's somewhat difficult as well. So quite a fun fight. And the music's very nice. It's reused when Optimus comes in to fight Megatron in the Dark of the Moon game, which I think is a fun callback because it's Optimus Prime boss in both times. And I think it's done quite well, and it's a full boss fight, and when you die, it does have a checkpoint. Optimus Prime does regain all his health, but he starts off without the drone if you got to that point, which is nice. And it ends well. And obviously the way the game does it presents the story so much better. And it ends with a quick time event, because of course it does. And it's just a much cooler fight than anything in the other game. Again, better cutscenes.
When I'm finished here, Prime, I'll be visiting your friend, Bumblebee. The stories of his painful death.
You know what? Let's say made a video well done. I'm not trying to self-promote my own video, I'm just lazy to get to that point. I'm pretty sure I have the Optimus boss fight in the PC version somewhere. Here we go. Like, here, it's just a normal enemy. Like, you already tell. It's just basic. Again, pretty powerful on Megatron time. And the music here, I think, Rain is the most of the music from the PS2 version, but you can barely hear it. And yeah, it's just practically pretty basic. Which is the same. So here, yeah, so here's the person I'm taking this footage from. So check them out for the actual video. I couldn't get to this point without the save face off. Okay, here's the Devastator fight. And you can just see how different it is. You actually have, now mind you, both up completely unrealistic. Devastator never was in Shanghai, neither was he just roaming through Egypt like was in the PS3 version. But see, the music is better, and it's just so cool to have the chase Devastator around the city, and you have to just everything here is
Look for a weak spot to
need more quick time like revenge. Like, something I find strange, and I guess this is another thing of me wanting it to be other version. There's some marketing images, and on the back of the box, you see Optimus Prime and Devastator on the cover of the PS3 version. But you can't do that. You can only ever play as Powder Optimus in that level, and not normal Optimus. This is something I found interesting, and it's cool that this version does that. Normal Optimus is Devastator. So you chase him all throughout the city, and then you have to use engine canisters and shoot them into his vacuum cleanup, and it's, you know, knock these little pillars onto him. Practically way better than the other version. And as I showed you the full boss fight in the other version, here again another dream of mine was to go on top of the Star Harvester. And in this version, you get to go on top of the Star Harvester and have a duel with the Fullman on top of the Star Harvester. Now mind you, it is one of those trick the enemy into doing something idiotic 100 times to get them to hurt themselves. But it is cool to battle on top of the Star Harvester. And you have these cool scenes, quick time events, and it just shows what the other version could have done with their boss fights, but didn't. And again, wins out with the cutscene, with the ending cutscene. Optimus Prime just chucks him to the Star Harvester. However, it's tiny little. I mean, Ford's not that tiny. Towers over everyone else, but how he could how his body can single-handedly rock the Star Harvester.
You rose.
Rose to be victorious.
You are.
From hitting the sun, I don't know.
It is not our
But it's
right
kinda
to
funny.
sacrifice the human lives even for the sake of our own.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry about having to use someone else's videos like this, but like, yeah, it's a lot better. So, back into the other version for the ending of this video. I honestly don't know what version I like more. This version, there's more characters to play as. They actually feel unique. But if I want to play through the story of Vendor Fallen, I would not play this one. But the multiplayer is fun, and if I got this working, you see you can. There is a few mods for this one, as it being on PC. If you play the other one on Dolphin, there is a few texture mods. This one, again, there's a few texture mods, and you can sort of change character. But as you can see here, I try to play as Jetfire. Yeah. As you can see, you can't do a barrel roll. I don't actually think. Yeah, I got stuck. See, I have to restart the level. But yeah, you can't really play as him. On any level when you pick up someone, you just can't complete the level. So while you can technically play as Jetfire by changing up a few files, it's not really, you can't really do anything with it, and his ability doesn't work. So it also does also have kind of a strike function. Not really as useful as the dodge function in the other game. But I think it's kind of cool. So, I honestly can't say I like one more than the other. I think combining both two of them would create the best game, because both of them have wins and losses in what's better. Obviously, Vendor Fallen does not have that good of a story. And even then, the adaptation, no matter what, isn't that great in either one. So, I guess you can say it's not that important. But still, it is nice to have a better version of the story, no matter how bad it was in the movie. But that's kind of what we left with. And obviously I could that's weird. I cannot show you all the DLC characters or every level or everything from either one. But I showed the main important stuff. I come back to this one. I just find it easier to replay. I can just come in, do a mission, and then to waste some time and come off it. You can do that in the other one. Once you complete the game, you can replay missions. But the other one's better to replay it all, and not just replay a mission. There's that. And obviously, I never talk about multiplayer. The other one has some weird local co-op 3-player horde mode. This one has your deathmatch, capture the flag and everything. And it was very fun. best part about the game. This one wins for that reason alone. Well, anyway, I think I'm done with this video. See you later.